Kia ora koutou. Nei rā te mihi atu kia koutou katoa, ko waio, I te taha o tōku pāpā, no te whānga o Matauri, me Pataruru, ko Ngāpuhi me Ngāti Raukawa. I te taha o tōku whaia, no Mamara Nui Kaihu me Mongonui, ko Ngāti Whātua me Ngāti Kahu, ko Leisa Nathan aho. Welcome everybody, and what an honour and privilege to be standing on this stage. It was only a week ago. I got the call up, so I'm the last one that got the call up. Someone pulled out and they rang me up and said, hey Lisa, would you mind getting on the stage and doing your thing? And I thought, why not? Why not get on the stage and have a kōrero to you about a topic, kaupapa, that's dear to me. And this kaupapa here, whai mana, whai rawa. Financial rangatiratanga starts in the home. My challenge to each and every one of you is to normalise financial kōrero in your whare and start now. These photos, these are my marae in the north. Left-hand side, te tāpuhi marae there at Matauri. Right-hand side, Kinana marae in Mongonui. And these marae are really important to me. And this whakatauki is very appropriate. Ki te kore te whare e tū tika. Kaore te tangata e tū rangatira ai. If our whare is not strong, how do we expect our rangatira to be strong? And financial rangatiratanga is the basis, from my perspective, of that. So a little bit about me. I've got my background, yes, it's in numbers. I love numbers. That's me, chartered accountant, business advisor, facilitator, and yes, I was educated at, actually, I'll talk a little bit about my education shortly, but the key thing is that my heart's actually in education. My heart is in facilitation. So 21 years ago, so next week will be 21 years, I set up Oka Business Solutions. What do? We educate. We educate whānau, we educate businesses, and what do? We make sure that they thrive, that they survive, that they grow strong. And that's my challenge to each and every one of you, is to actually understand the importance of financial information and education so that you can thrive, so that you can survive. And so I've had the privilege to educate thousands over the last 20-odd years, and more recently, I've now been able to utilise my accounting skills and take up a directorship role in Kākono Advisory Limited, a Māori-owned accounting firm here in Grey Lynn. And I've had the privilege and honour to be working with some tremendous people within the organisation, Ira Wilkinson and Heta Hudson. If you do know who they are, you know that they've done a lot of work ensuring the economic development, particularly with our businesses. So, kei te mihi atu kia rawa. Okay, my moi moia, taku moi moia, my why. My journey with Pūtea started at childhood. Now this photo here, this is my whānau, this is at my father-in-law's 70th. The woman on the right sitting down, that's my mother. So she had me at 16, she had my sister at 17, had my brother at 21. By the time she was 22, solo mother, on the benefit, we were living in state housing. That was our norm. I didn't know any different. I actually didn't think we were poor. But what I did notice, what I did see, my mother struggled. She struggled to put food on the table. She had to work under the table to put food on the table. And it was those financial challenges that allowed me to build my character, and I wouldn't change anything for the world. Those are the experiences that make you, you. And it was through those resilience that I decided to take up this pathway. In fact, there's a number of reasons why I decided to take up this pathway, and I'll talk a little bit about that shortly. But as a chartered accountant and educator, what did I see? I saw systemic exclusion. Our people couldn't even get finance. Our people are actually excluded from the financial system. Being able to borrow against our whenua, we can't even do that. It's a mission to do that. So again, this is what I observed. And even worse, look what's going on with our Māori home ownership rates, whānau. How depressing are those statistics? 57% 1991, now look at the last census, 27.5%. What is that saying? Our system is failing us. Our system is failing our whānau. Those rates should be going up, not going down. We're a people of renters in our own whenua. In our own whenua. What does that mean? What is that telling us? So my role is to reverse those stats. And so what we do, we work to empower whānau, through business owners, through financial literacy. And we all got to contribute to make sure we uplift those statistics. So a special acknowledgement to Te Kahukura. Te Kahukura, thank you very much for bringing up Te Wharetapa Whā, because it's something that is very personal to me. Why? As mentioned there, pūtea for me is a pillar of hauora. When balanced, everything, well-being, shall I say, thrives. And true financial rangatiratanga supports all aspects of hauora, not just wealth, but well-being too. And so now we go from whare to whenua, connecting whānau to te ohanga Māori. Iaha te mea o te ohanga Māori. He whānau, he whānau, he whānau. That means you. That's each and every one of you have a responsibility there. Māori economic strength comes from financially empowered whānau. So we need to be financially empowered. More importantly, we need to educate our tamariki, we need to educate our mokopuna, so they are financially empowered. That is your responsibility as parents, as grandparents, to ensure you sustain that. So prosperity is born from habits and values taught at the home. So what are you teaching? What are you teaching your tamariki in home? What are you teaching your mokopuna? And so my challenge to you is rangatiratanga begins with some of these key pātai. Pātai I want you to take away from tonight's kōrero. What do you value? And are your spending habits, alignment, reflect those values? You know what? You already know the answer to that. You know where you're spending your pūtea. You know the difference between a need and a want. You know this, but are you doing it? That's another story. But this is why these pātai are really important. We need to be talking to our tamariki. How do I teach my tamariki about money? You know, there are fun ways of teaching it. What do I do at home? We teach our girls how to play cash flow 101 game, which is a Robert Kiyosaki. It's a fun game to get our kids to understand the flow of money. I encourage you to actually look at ways of inspiring your tamariki. And what is my role in building our collective prosperity? That's the last question. Because again, as Māori, it isn't just about whānau, is it? It's about our hapu, it's about our iwi as well. But it starts with the whānau. That's my kōrero. So, the barriers we must break, the shame, debt, lack of access, systemic biases, these are the barriers that we must break. And we can create our own solutions using our own tools in mātauranga. In fact, there are a number of solutions and programs that are out there that are doing really, really well. So, a couple of things that are working. Sorted Kāinga Ora, some of you may be familiar with this, a financial capability program helping whānau Māori into home ownership. TPK, Retirement Commission, developed that. And providers deliver around Aotearoa. So we're fortunate. We're the provider here in Tāmaki Makaurau. We just rolled out 2 of our classes this week at Te Māhurihuri Marae, 1 online, and we've got 2 more happening in a month's time. So if you're interested, because it's free, it's fully funded, all it's going to cost is your time to educate yourself, that's your investment. So I challenge you, come and do the Sorted Kāinga Ora program, have a look at our website and participate and bring your tamariki along because they can learn with you as well. There are a whole lot of community housing providers, Māori organisations doing progressive home ownership, shared ownership programs, rent-to-buy programs, leasehold programs. If you understand those home ownership pathways, then guess what? You can get yourself a whare too. Why not? There are people out there doing that. They just don't know what they don't know. Hence the reason, the importance of education. From literacy to legacy, building economic sovereignty, one whānau at a time. So financial rangatiratanga is intergenerational. By uplifting whānau capability, we uplift te ohanga Māori itself. It's about us understanding and learning from that information so that we can make a change. That's what it is. Make a change. Okay, so whakakapi, a call to action. Everyone in this room brings something to this kaupapa. So my challenge to you is let's normalise financial literacy in our homes. Let's talk about money with aroha, with purpose, with pride, and this is how we will build and sustain economic sovereignty. So lastly, a few years ago, my two girls, they approached me and they said, Mama, we saw this competition. It's an ASB Get Wise Cash Clever Kiwi Kids. I said, what do you have to do, my daughters? Oh, we just have to talk about money and we just have to video ourselves. Okay then. So one of my daughters had a list of questions, the other one answered, and then they filmed each other. So this is her video of this is the video of one of my tamariki.
A cash clever Kiwi kid. What is money? Money is paper. Where does money come from? Working very, 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 very hard. How much is a lot of money? I think a zillion. Would you spend or save? I would save. How much does a house cost? Gazillion dollars. Why is money important? Money is important because you can spend some activity and you can save some and spend some for you. Who is the richest person in the world? What do they do with their money? My mum, because I love my mum. My mum says all the time. Go mum. The end. Thanks for watching.
Oh my gosh, it makes me giggle. I always giggle when I watch that video. Guess what? She won it. Out of 800 applications, she won it. And guess what her reward was? A $10,000 whānau trip to the GC and $5,000 for her kura at Te Uru Karaka. That was her prize. Oh, one proud, happy mama here. But the principle I wanted to take away, what we plant today becomes the legacy for our tamariki and our mokopuna. Okay, and that was just testament, that video. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa, mauri ora, kia ora.